Alright, so just had breakfast. It's time to make some day trades, alright? So first thing we're gonna do, there was probably some after hours gainers yesterday, so we're gonna go take a look at that. Top gainers. I use Webull. CXAI. Seemed like it had some good volume. Now we coming over here. We go to TradingView. And now we go over to our watch list. And then let me make sure I delete all of these so I have enough space for today. Make sure everything is cleaned up. Let's add that one. Now let's come over here. Let's look at pre-market today because right now it's pre-market. Market opens at 9:30. Let's see what's going on. So we got APLM, VEV, CXAI, which we already added. And we have some other ones here that we might consider. I also like to look at Starbucks. They probably had earnings. That's why they're up 13%. So let's add some of these to our watch list. Mind you, most of these are for day trades only. You usually don't want to be doing long-term investments with this stuff. Let's see, any other good volume here. MKDW. I usually like when they have millions of shares in volume. It's usually a good sign that it's at least a little bit popular. Also Starbucks, I'll put that on the watch list. Semiconductor, why not? What was that one again? MKDW. Alright, cool. Alright, so this should complete our watch list for now. Let's take a look at what we got. Alright. So let's see here. Let's go to our watch list. And CXAI. First, we start with the daily chart. For any day trade, always start with the daily chart. See what key areas, even the weekly chart for your phone, so it's a lot easier to see the support and resistance levels. Right here, we see that $1 is the all-time low. Big support right there. Want to make sure that's intact. And then we got it right here. We do have some resistance up here in $3 range. And then we also have some resistance up here in the $5 range. Now, if it does get up here, there's an even bigger resistance at $6. It looks pretty promising right now, being that it's up pre-market. So now that we got the key levels, Oh, and they also just had good earnings, so that makes sense. And then we come over here, 3 minute. This is where we're actually doing the day trading. Find key levels pre-market and also after hours. That's the most important. I see a little bit of a downward resistance line here. Interesting. There's a little bit of this trend going on right here. All right, I'll be back. Let's get this set up. All right, we back. All right, so we were looking at this formation right here. It's forming a little bit of a triangle. Looks like a bull flag to me. I want to see if it can break out of, most importantly, this downward resistance line. And I also want to see, I also want to use the Fibonacci levels here to see where are the key levels for today. These are used specifically on the 3 minute chart for day trading. We go to the recent high. I would put it more here. Right. Yeah. You always want to put it at the low of where that candlestick is, because that's gonna, and then at the high of the move, because this will give you the range of the key levels inside that range. So if we take a look now, it's currently resisting off that level. What I want to see here at 9 o'clock is I want to see a breakout. I want to see it pop above 250, 260 about. So that's one of them. Now let's check on the other stocks. APLM. Okay, so this is a new one. It looks like, all right, so we always start on the daily chart. See what's going on here. I see key resistance. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. I see key support here at 19. I see some support right there at 40 cents. Usually every 10 cents is going to be a psychological level, because that's how our human brains think. So like $30 about in this area is key support. In that range right there is also going to be support. Seems like there's some support right here. And now we come over to 3 minute. And we do the high of the move. Oh. And now we look for the key levels. And we can see that here is clearly a support level. They don't all line up, but they will in the next few hours. Now what I do see here is this downtrend. And if we take a look at the 1 minute, it'll be a little more clear as to how it looks. So you can use all these different time frames to help you with your technical analysis. And then we go back to 3 minutes, pretty standard to stay on there. So right now it's in this triangle again, another bull flag. So a lot of these will be bull flags because the volatile stocks, the volatile news it's having. Okay, so now go back to the daily. Identify key levels. Right about here at $30. Within that area as well. I do see some resistance here, as well as some resistance right here. And that should be good for now. Go to the 3 minute. See, it's pretty much under those key resistance levels right now. This is where we use the Fibonacci levels to help us out. Oh, actually, let me change the color of this. Okay. So, bottom to top. See if those levels match up. Not really. Actually, they kind of do. Yeah. Okay, so there's not a clear direction. It looks a little bearish right now, which means it's most likely going to go down from here. Let's continue on. There's some new ones. Okay, identify key levels. Yep, definitely some support right here at 1140. Let's see, definitely some resistance right there at 15. Some resistance at 16. Let's see, is there anything else before this? No. Okay, so that should be good for now. 3 minute chart, or even the 1 minute, because not much happened in the 3 minute time frame. Okay, so I do see a little bit of this going on, a little bearish flag. See that going on. That means it's probably going to go down from here, but it's not confirmed. Jesus Christ, I'm sick as fuck. All right. Let's look at these last few. It's 9 o'clock now. It's been about 10-15 minutes. It's usually how long it should take you to do this stuff. Let's look at Starbucks. It's probably not a good day trade because it's not going to bring you that much gains. But we'll keep watch on it. Let's look at this one right here. Looks like a new company. Yeah, a new company. Let's take a look at the 3 minute chart. Well, actually, let's take a look at the 1 day. Daily chart. Definitely some resistance right there. Some support right there. Some resistance right there. Now, I'm not just pulling these lows out of thin air. You can actually tell how they are resistance and support by the way the candlesticks look on the chart. And now we go back to 3 minute and we see what the overall trend is. Looks pretty bearish right now, but it could easily turn bullish soon. So let's use our Fibonacci levels to help us out. These are mathematical levels that have been proven to work in trading. Okay. It seems more up here of where the after hours was. It's actually hard to see where, you just kind of have to figure it out where some of these levels are. Yeah, they don't always add up, so it's not 100% accurate. So it broke that recent low right there, that swing low on 143. But I think it's actually that. It's right about there is where it should be. It could easily turn bullish here. And let's check back on this last one. Blah, blah, blah. You know the deal by now. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get these levels in. Kind of see this going on. Okay, so it broke that. I hate this. Okay, I see a little bit of a pattern here. However, it's not clear to me where the resistance levels are. Definitely some resistance up here. And here, $8. Right there. It's like a minor area. Alright, keep walking. Okay, so I'm looking here. Back, it's 9:56. Kind of missed the open, but we were looking for the VWAP to hold support. And then this breakout confirmed on this bull flag. And so, gosh. And so right there is where we would have got it 260. We can still get it now. Still a good buying opportunity right now. Let's make our trade. I want to see this confirmed. It's doing pretty well. Let's look at the 3 minute. Yeah. So what we're going to want to do here is trade Let's say you got $1,000. All right, let's create an account for you. Alex. 1,000. $1,000. Okay, so we're actually forming a little something right here. Another flag, I think. So this is a good opportunity to get in. I'm not gonna buy yet. It's gonna have to wait for this bull flag. Click on over here. We see that there is some support, a double bottom right there at around 21 cents. I want to see some more price structure. I want to see it come back up to around 25 cents. Okay, for this one, I want to see it come back to VWAP. Although I don't think that's going to happen. It looks like there's a double top. So I only want to do long buying positions, no shorting, because you have a cash account, not a margin account. You can only use shorting with a margin account, so I'm only doing long opportunities here. Let's check back on this. Looks like this one failed for now. This one's not looking too great. Oh wait. Starbucks on a run, I think. Yeah. Starbucks is going really crazy. So $90 right there. See, the problem is you're not going to make much with this kind of stock, because it's a large cap. Okay, this one right here, this is going to be a tough one. It's already had a huge rejection. I don't really like that. So I'm mostly looking at CXAI for now. I do like what I'm seeing right now. Still holding up pretty well. I'll come back when there is a good buying opportunity. Okay, so what I think is going to happen here is it's going to come back to this trend line right here that we drew out in the pre-market, and then let's just extend these out a little more. Extend these out. Extend this out. Extend this out too. Extend this out. Okay, so I'm waiting for the break of this bull flag. It looks pretty weak right now. It's not looking too hot, to be honest with you. Let's look at the 15-minute. I was looking at the other stocks. Nothing too crazy going on, to be honest with you. Yeah, so this is really the one that I'm going to focus on. CXA, this is your best bet right now for today. It's not always going to be crazy every day, but there's definitely going to be some opportunities for sure. There we go, there's the break. Now what I want to see here is a break VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price. This tells you whether the bulls or the bears have the upper hand. So right now the bulls have the upper hand. It's still a very bullish trend. It really tells you like where the direction of the stock is going. So let's keep watch on this. All right, so looking back on CXAI, this is really the one I'm focusing on right now. Not only because of the technical analysis, but also it has the fundamental analysis to support it. You know, we have the news that just came out, and it says right here that CX App signs multi-year, multi-million-dollar AI agreement with Google Cloud. So this is for the development and delivery of advanced artificial intelligence infrastructure, security, and application products. Google Cloud also agreed to co-invest with CX App in the continuous deployment, blah, 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 all that good stuff, all keywords, all these positive notes. 78% year-on-year increase in renewal and expansion bookings. It landed its largest expansion deal with a major enterprise company, which they're referring to in the financial sector, and this customer's annual recurring revenue grew by 112% as a result of this expansion deal. So I'm looking for right now, I want it to come back down to this blue line right here. I'll actually make this a cyan color. I want it to come back to the cyan blue color line right here. And the reason why is because there's some pretty good structure from the pre-market session, and I want it to hold there. Now, if not, I want it to at least hold this 225 range if it comes back down here. Right now, it's not a good time to get in because it failed this bull flag, so it's going to take a lot for the bulls to take control again, especially after that failed bull flag. So I can't, as a day trader, you can't sit on your computer all day. You know, you got work to do. So what you got to do is set up some orders to start buying stocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to split this up, right? We don't know if it's going to hit 225, but we can see if it hits 257 or 240 again using these Fibonacci levels. These are so important for day trading. You got to make sure you have those on your chart. And so we're going to set up 3 different areas of where we're going to buy at. And the lower it goes, the more strong it's going to get for a potential uptrend. So, and also ideal scenario would be come back down to 225. So we're going to set up 3 orders, and we'll split the 1,000 into that amount. And you said, Alex, that you only want to risk $50 of loss. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to trade this stock by CXAI. And this is what we're going to do. So, let's see. We're going to split the 1,000 into 3 sections, right? So let's split this up. We have $1,000 is going to be about, if I calculate it, that's going to be around 350 shares, right? Or let's say 360. We don't have to use all the $1,000, but that should be good enough. Let's just go 369, just to be safe. Well, actually, we have to split this up into 3 sections. So each one is going to have to be, each price is going to have to be 1/3 of 1,000 put into that. So 1,000 divided by 3 should be about 333. Right? So 333. Let's do the first one, which was 257. 257, 240, and 220. Let's see where it was. Okay. So we were at 257, 240, and 223. So about 130 shares right here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here, trade 130 shares. We're going to set up a limit. And we're going to set it for 257. Okay. And then, let's see here. We are going to buy limit. And right here, 333 divided by 240. It's about 138, so 140. I'll say 135, just to make sure we have enough money. Right there, that's a shortcut. Wait a minute, make that 135. How much is this again? 34. And then lastly, 223. It's about 150 shares. And boom, we're pretty much done for now. And then, right, we want to have our stop loss at $50. So that means we're going to have an average. So our average buy-in is about, if we add these up and take the average, it's going to be about 2.4. All right. Yeah, that makes sense because it's the Fibonacci levels. So average buy-in is at 240. So if it goes below 223, let me see how much that will be. So 240, 223. 265, 415. So you'll be risking about $70, so we want to do less than that. So let's make it 50. So a max of 300 shares. A max of 300 or 294. Okay, interesting. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have a max of 294. So you want to have the most. We're going to put more into this one. Going to put more into this one. Let's make this 150. Let's make this 100. And what is it doing? Let me reopen the app. I want the biggest chunk to be up here. And then I want the smaller chunk to be down here. And then if it goes this low, why does it keep doing that? I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'll just cancel that and try it again. So we have 60 at 240. That's 144. And then we have 514. So that's going to come out to 658. Okay. 658 total invested in there. And then also we can put we want it to stay above VWAP as well. So let's move this up to 265. Now that the price structure has changed, move it up to 265. And then how much will that leave us? 530. So then we have another bit to put in down here. 200. Maybe 100 is better. At 256. Right? And then if we calculate that, what is that going to look like? Orders. So that's going to be an average buy-in of 261. Actually, let me do that again. Okay, so it did not buy it at 265. That's why you gotta have it a little bit above, because that's where the bid price is gonna be. Or the ask price, my bad. Let's go ahead and change it to that. And then we leave it at that. Okay, so 270 times 200 plus 256 times 100 over 2. Over 300. So 265 is the average price. So if it's 265 times that amount, let's see what that's going to put us with. Stop loss, and we said 50. So we're going to be risking $51, and so the stop loss is going to be at 248. Okay, so we just bought 200 for you. As you can tell, you see that right there, the notification. And 248, that seems like a pretty good stop loss to me, because if we take a look here, let's go here. So our average price, our average buy-in, since we had two different orders, is 265, right? So put 300 shares, that's how much we put in. So we put 795 in to the stock. Stop loss, and we do 17. If we look at, that'll give us a stop loss of 248, right? So if we look at it on the chart, that's going to be right down here, which is right below that blue line, that cyan blue line that you see. It's right below it. If it falls back down here, that is where our stop loss is going to be. So it's going to be below that orange support line and the cyan blue trend line. So this is a pretty good stop loss. Now we're going to set that up. And we're going to do stop 248, 300 shares, sell. Right there. And now it's all set up. Now you can just sit through the whole day and do nothing. You don't even have to look at this shit. Yeah, so we'll come back and we'll see how this does. All right. So we're checking back here. Look at this. This is perfect. Exactly what we wanted. Breakout of this bull flag. Look at that. We're up $60. We're going to set our take profit soon. Our first take profit. Always got to remember to take profit. We're going to sell 60. We're going to sell 85 at that price. See a little bit of resistance up there. So I want to see if it goes back up there. And it will probably reject again because of this big tail, big rejection. So we'll probably want to sell a good chunk of shares. 85 should be enough for this move, and see if we can have a continued move here. Okay, so I ended up taking profit here, selling out of my position. It was an accident. I was trying to do some technical, I was trying to do something with the charts, and I actually accidentally pressed the wrong button. So this is not good. I mean, at least we made $54 today. That's still pretty good. But, well, at least we made something, because if this goes higher, you know what? Let's get in now, because we still have an opportunity. So let's do trade, buy, market, 100, quick stop loss, 50. Let's see what it looks like right now. Okay, so there's our stop loss down there at $50. It'll protect our position, and then we'll wait to see. Yeah, it seems like it's going higher. So it sucks that we got out of our original position. That was an accident. We would have made more gains, but it's still good for now. I'm looking for the next point. Let's see. It's hard to do it on the phone. I wish I had a computer right now, but let's try to do it here. No! That is not what I wanted to do. See, this is why I hate working on the phone. Okay, we made a decent bit. Another $17 or so. That's pretty good. I mean, that's actually not too bad. A rejection off of that. I really want to see if this can push higher though, because I don't think it can. I think it's kind of running out of steam here. Could go to 336, but it's gonna take a while. We'll wait till the afternoon. It's probably gonna come back down in the afternoon. If not, we'll just take the gains for now. We don't need to take every opportunity. Yeah, I mean, like, come on, bro. $68.71 up on the day. That's pretty dang good. Alright. I got a SAT test now. I'll be done at around 2:30. Check back in, see what's going on. Alright. Alright, so now we're looking here. Just got done with my class, my SAT, and like we said before, we had those orders in, and the reason why I set up this order right here at 307 was because we want to make sure that this trend, after we had this initial breakout, we want to make sure that this is an actual uptrend. We don't want it to fall too far down to this orange line, or else that's going to indicate a more bearish trend, right? So that's why we set up an order, as I saw a continued bullish trend here. And so now I took profit at 330 because that was previous resistance up here from the initial move. And then I was looking for some more upside as we come up here. Initially, this was, we look at our Fibonacci levels, and this was our previous line right here. This is the big orange line. It was previously this red line down here. So what we do, it was at this point right here. So what we do with this, if we want to measure the next price that we want to take profit, we move it up to this orange line now. And now you see all the way at the top. I just want to be safe, so I take my profits early. I didn't do it right at 376. I did it right at 370 just to make sure I took the profits, and I ended up selling at 367 for a nice 20% gain in 30 minutes. So basically on the day, you're making 219 bucks, which is pretty damn good. So we'll see how it goes. I think that'll be enough for today, but I think we can see something a little more in the afternoon, later afternoon, but hey, it's been a pretty good day today. Looking for another opportunity here. Let's see. Doing this live, I see a double bottom on this stock, CXAI. We're trading this today. And then huge support level at $3. Very important, especially psychological and also technical level. I want it to stay above this blue line right here. I'm going to make it cyan so it's easier to see. I want it to stay above that for it to stay bullish. Otherwise, it might come back down to here to this other blue cyan line right there, the first one. And then, yeah, so it's below all these moving averages right now. I want it to stay above VWAP as well. I want VWAP to curve up to $3. Make sure it's still in a bullish trend. So I might want to get in here. $3, it's a really good support level, double bottom on the day right here. Let's get in. Okay, so like before, we're risking $50. In terms of our stop loss, we want it to stay above the VWAP. So I'll give it a little bit of that. That should be enough room for the stop loss. Okay, so that puts us at $250 into this thing. Hey, we don't always have to put $1,000 every time, so let's go ahead and buy. Take a look at the 15-minute. It's pretty dang good. Doing pretty well right now. But I do want to see some more action here. I want to see some more volume on this. See if we can get an afternoon move. If not, only lost $50. Not too bad. Still up a lot on the day. So, yeah, we'll just see how this plays out. All right, now that we have it going again, man, it's going again, man. I set up another limit. If it comes back down to test the trend line, I'm gonna set it at the same price we got in, so we can use up our extra money, because I moved my stop loss up now, so that now we're only losing $17. So now I'm gonna buy some more to get some more gains and keep that at the $50 risk. Now I don't believe it's gonna come back to that buy point. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look for a new entry. I want to see where the next entry should be. That's most likely going to be in that area where that yellow moving average is. And if we take a look, I'm taking a look at my computer right now, see what's happening. I wanted to retest those moving averages right there. The blue, the green, blue, and the red, all that coincide with each other, the 8, the 13, and the 21. Those are this red one, this green one, and this blue one. I wanted to retest those all right here. I want to see if it's going to hold support there. If so, I'm going to be a buyer. And so I'm going to set a limit at 316. Or give it 315. And let's see how much money I have left. So we have $451 left right now. So I'm going to try to get in at 315. So that leaves me with 143 shares. So I'll just do 140 just to be safe. Because this TradingView stuff, it can be a little inaccurate sometimes. You know, you might buy too much and it might not be realistic. So let's do 15. 140, and that should be good. Okay, so let's see here. I want to make sure the stop loss is still good. Okay, so we just bought it. That is pretty good there. I like that. I like the action I'm seeing. So now we have a $38 stop loss. Okay, that's pretty good. So it's about 3 o'clock now. I think our stop loss, we can put it a little lower now. Make it 297. Yeah. Right where that pivot point is. 297. That's our stop loss. And now we wait. Let's see if we can make some extra money. We're up already. Let's see if we can make some more money. But on the day, we're up $200, so that's pretty damn good for one day, especially with this amount of money. Now, I do want to point out that, even though it's the summer, I'm still a very busy person, right? So for very busy people, it can still be tough. It's still affordable to make some trades throughout the day. Just look at your phone every once in a while, not too much. But here's one trade that I missed that I could have gotten into, but I wasn't looking at my phone. But this is okay. You're gonna miss some opportunities. You're not always gonna make the most money you can, but making some money is good, especially for day trading. So we're looking at it right here. 385 is the 50% Fibonacci level. Double bottom right there, those two candles. And so, boom, look at that increasing volume right there. That is a strong sign of a breakout, a bullish trend. So I would have gotten right here at around 380, high 380s, 390. And then that would make for a nice... And then we would use the resistance level up here at 468. And I would be, just to be safe, I would do it at around 465, because you always want to make sure you take your profits. So if we take a look at how much gain that would be, although we missed it, it's still a pretty good size gain. So 465, that's another 20% gain. So you always want to look for like these 20% gains. That's usually what happens with these swing moves on day trading stocks. Now, this might be another opportunity right here. It looks like another double bottom around the mid 370s. So, the problem with this is that it's below VWAP, and it's kind of risky to make those kind of moves, especially when it's below VWAP, because usually you want it to be above VWAP when you're buying stock in day trades, right? So, and also you want to focus on one stock at a time. You don't want to be in multiple positions, because then it's more high stress, it's harder to manage, and you're just going to end up losing money if you focus on too many stocks. So just focus on one stock, and trust me, you'll make a lot more money than if you look at multiple stocks. Yeah, it's definitely, you want to put a lot of time and effort into day trading, but know how to do it effectively by not putting too much work on yourself, and making sure that you're doing it properly. You have to have a balance. Okay, so trying to see here, it kind of looks like there are some trend lines here. So we get it right here. Looks like some more trend lines right here. Oh, so that's what's happening. This trend line is blocking it off from taking control. So we got to see if there's going to be a breakout out of this zone. So let's move this over. And then, yeah, we got to see, it's got to hold this 50% Fibonacci level, this 0.5. Yeah, I really want to see this break out of here, because it has some really good volume when it first jumped. So I want to see if it can do that again, because it's known as something called power hour, which is the time between 3 and 4, which is the last hour of the market session. This is when people are coming back from lunch, and there's usually more volume during this time. More trading going on is what that means. And so yeah, definitely want to take advantage of the last hour of the market session, and also the first hour of the market session. That's actually the most important. So like during our morning meeting, that's when everything is going on, That's when the most trading is going on. And we can see that over here with CXAI. Yeah, especially because it's an AI related name, it's going to be, definitely something to look out for if you want to do day trading. And so if we look over here, look at that initial pop, and look at that big volume, big surge in volume right there. And that was at 9:30 in the morning. And now a stock like this, this is typical for it to have volume surging as much up here at around 680,000 shares, because it's breaking out of a technical pattern. So it's important in a bullish trend to have that volume to keep that trend going. See, if this wasn't such a big green bar, it would probably fall below this bull flag. And so we just want to make sure that we know what we're getting into. Okay, so it seems like it's doing a little bit of a pullback. I want to see what's going on here. To me, it looks like it's going to come back down to this area down here in the 3s. Yeah, because it seems like selling pressure is kind of holding it back right now. I mean, you win some, you lose some, so you're not always gonna make everything green. You're always gonna have losses in your portfolio, in your account. So that's why it's important to have this right here, this $50 stop loss. That's like the utmost importance, because that is how you minimize your losses, and that's the first thing you need to think about when you're doing trading. You need to minimize those losses, bro. It doesn't matter if you want to make those gains. You always have to think about minimizing your losses first. Alright, so we'll just wait and see what happens. Alright, so now we're getting an update here. See this bull flag forming. I do want to move my stop loss up now, because I just want to be cautious of the volume here. I want to make sure that the volume might be too low for this next breakout, so I'm gonna move it up so that we at least take some profits. So so at 317, 10 cents above our initial buy-in. So that would be a $27 gain. Not too bad. Okay, just to be safe, 316 because it's looking a little volatile. Only $4 less. That's not too bad. Okay. Now we wait. See what happens. Oh yeah, also one important thing I wanted to point out. As we take a look here, I'm looking at the popular stocks on Yahoo Finance, and CXAI comes up at top 3. So that's like a very popular stock today. So that means there's probably more bullish sentiment, and that probably means the bulls are in control, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to make money because of these bullish trends that are more likely to happen. So yeah, pretty good overall. See what happens next as we have our last 30 minutes in the session here. Okay, so let's go back here. Oh wow, I'm just looking at the stock right now and it's going absolutely bonkers. Holy fuck. See, this is exactly why you need a stop loss. Wow. Holy shit. This is exactly why you need a fucking stop loss. Exactly why. Precisely. If this piece of shit loads, I can show you, Alex. If this piece of shit loads. Oh, come on, internet.
Nick, are you...
Shh. Because it just doesn't want to load. Try again. Please load, please. Dude, why is our Wi-Fi so ass? I can't even load up a fucking stock chart.
I've been operating through my cellular.
Bro, our Wi-Fi is so shit right now. It's been shit all day.
I don't know. I've been, like, I was outside and I
Yeah.
using our no, actually in my bedroom.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is exactly why you need to have a stop loss. Look at this huge red candle right here, right? Even though we had that huge red candle, we go back to our account history and look, right there, it says we still made profit, $23, closed the long position at 316, ensure our gains right there, and you can avoid this huge loss. It's crazy, right? So now, I think I'm pretty much done for the day. You know, it's almost 4 o'clock. I think I'm done with this stock, and I think I want to actually check this one out, see what's going on with this. Seems like it's breaking out here, but no, it's not going over VWAP yet. So I think I'm done for the day. Final account balance, $1,243, $243, 20-cent gain in one day. That's what we're talking about. I mean, yeah, that's a typical day.